Welcome to Adobe Ideas, the unwritten user guide. In part one, I'm going to show you the basics of the user interface. We're already in the sketching screen, but let me jump back to the organizer screen. This is where you keep track of all of your ideas. You can see several buttons. At the bottom, there are two tabs for organizing your ideas and colors. You can see that each of these act as tabs, but they actually have buttons on top of the tabs. So this is where you can tap to add a new blank idea. It'll jump into the sketching screen. If you come back out, you'll see that the new blank idea is added at the top left. You can also add a new idea directly from your photo album. So if you tap here, you can choose from saved photos in the photo album. And you can add a new idea, which you can start annotating or drawing on top of later. Up at the top, you can also duplicate ideas. So if you tap this button here, it gives you the option to duplicate. So you can tap as many as you want and choose duplicate, and it'll create additional copies of that. So this is how you can start with a single idea and then make revisions and versions of it. And there's also a trash can icon up here, which you can use to tap again, delete multiple ideas in a sequence. Sorry, I'm leaning over the camera, so sometimes I miss the tapping of the button, but we'll get used to that pretty quickly. Let's take a look inside the sketching screen. I'm going to tap this one, and what I've done actually is I've drawn a big black background so it'll make a little bit less contrast on the video capture. You can see that there's a toolbar on the left with a very simple set of tools. There's a pencil tool. That pencil tool has options for changing the size. As you slide up and down, you can see the size changing in the indicator here. If you tap on size, you can see that you also have options for setting the opacity and color. So if I pick a different color, I can either pick from a preset here or tap the color palette and pick any color I want. So maybe I want to draw with an orange on this black background. Tap anywhere to dismiss that, and I can start drawing. If I want to change the size, go back to size and draw smaller. Now you can zoom in and out using the standard two-finger gesture for pinching and zooming. You can see that you can also pan around by simply using two fingers to move the canvas around. If I zoom back out, you'll see how I've created this black background. I simply scribbled with a fairly large size pencil in black to make the black background to draw on top of. Switching over here to opacity, if I change my opacity, I'm currently at 100%, but I can lower it, and then you can see I can make actually transparent strokes. So let me make the size back a little bit larger. I can make transparent strokes. So size, opacity, and color are all accessible from here. There's an undo with 50 steps of undo. If I tap here, undo, 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 up to 50 steps. And there's a pan tool, so in case you want to move around without accidentally adding strokes, you move the pan tool, and then just with a single finger, you can pan around within the drawing. You can still zoom and in and out in this view as well. And finally, down on the bottom here, there's access for layers, so you can optionally turn on a photo layer. Before I do that, let me zoom out so we can see where the photo gets placed. It's going to go behind this drawing layer, so if I have the black background, I'm not going to see it. Tap on the photo layer, gives me access to my photo album. Again, I can access any of the saved photos. And it drops that photo in behind my drawing layer. Then I can optionally turn on and off the photo layer and the drawing layer. Tap anywhere outside to dismiss it. And the last button down here is to email. I can send this idea to myself or anybody else. It will attach it as a PDF. All of the tools, all of the drawing tools are vector based, and this is going to be a fully vector editable PDF. So I can open it up in Adobe Illustrator and start editing it from there, or bring it into Photoshop, place it, and work on it from there. If I jump back out to the Organize view, there's one more area that I want to explore, and that's it over here in Colors. So you can see I have a few color themes created here. These are very similar to the color themes that we can create in the Cooler service on cooler.adobe.com. Let me show you how to create a new set of color theme, or a new color theme from a photo. So if I tap the New from Photo button down at the bottom here, I again have access to my saved photos. I can tap this cat. It will automatically extract a set of colors from the cat, save those, and they appear in my color themes. And now, finally, I'll show you how to use those. If I go back in here to this idea I was working on, tap to get colors, and you'll see that above the 5 colors here, there's a little double arrow. If I tap on that double arrow, I can access any of the saved color themes and then use these colors as I'm drawing.